They could take time to do some background check. That is Hebrew days. Even now.
Yes, hi. Welcome to Black Urban TV YouTube channel. My name is Julius Okoyo. Leo tuko na the greatest guest. Yeah, tuko na mheshimiwa. Tunataka ku have a chat na mheshimiwa. Tunataka kuuliza mheshimiwa maswali polepole tukiendelea. Tuko Treat House Rongo. Alafu tuko na Wycliffe. Wacha kila mtu ajiintroduce then tuendelee.
Hi guys, kama kawaida mimi ni Cliff. Welcome to Black Urban TV. Kindly subscribe, share, comment. Yeah.
I also introduce myself.
Yes, please.
My name is Yvonne Becky, Honorable.
Yes.
Should I reach there? Is that okay? You guys have just
for introduction, it's okay.
It's okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So, mheshimiwa. Hii ni Black Urban. Sisi huwa tunaongea na youths directly. Na since when you una represent youths wa Homa Bay, it's our pleasure.
Thank you.
So please tell us who you are as a person, as profession, venye ulianza ukafikia mahali huko. I think hiyo ni swali moja.
Like I said, my name is Honorable Yvonne Becky, as many know me, and most of my fans and my friends call me Nyamumbo. That is a political name.
Okay.
Most of people know me as Nyamumbo. I was born on 14th of October 91.
Oh.
My dad is called Elkana Bonyo and my mom is called Jena Diambo. I was raised at home throughout my primary education to high school education. I did my high school in Dudi Girls. I'm hailing from Kapondoka School constituency and specifically Kwanyoka Kelo ward. We are 5 siblings. I am the last born in our house. My dad is a polygamist.
Okay.
And you know, when you are raised as the last born, I think I was not raised as a last born. I was raised by a very strict kind of a father. And I think I took after my dad because many say I'm too strict and I'm too straight. It is my trait which I'm happy about also. Because this life, at times people say you don't need to be too straight, but being straight also helps. Being strict also helps. So I am a mother also, and Yvonne, I've done a CS, Certified Secretary, in diploma in Summit School of Accounts, and I've also done diploma in communication. I mean diploma in front office and customer care.
Okay.
In Summit School also, School of Accounts. So I think up there, I'm also a politician. I started loving politics some time back, which I know we are going to get to that place.
Yes.
I think it's still we are still doing my introductory part. I'm also doing business, which I started doing from 2016. I'm doing supplies in linens.
Okay.
I deal with the linens. I also deal with any kind of supplies someone can do. And I just joined actively politics recently this year, but I started it back in 2017. In 2013, I had just started my politics, and I was so much supporting one Evans Kidero, candidate in Nairobi County.
Okay.
I had just walked out of school just 2 years. Because I walked out of my Form 4 in 2010.
Oh.
In 2010. So I started loving politics when Kidero the devolution had just come.
Yeah.
So I was starting my my politics with him in Nairobi County. I just liked hiyo by that time ilikuwa ile wimbo ya TB ilikuwa imeingia.
Tialala.
So and the zeal of the love of former prime minister. He's not a former, we just say we've never had a prime minister.
Yeah.
So he's still holding the title, the right honorable prime minister. I used to love his ideologies. I used to love about how he's having the heart and the zeal to serve Kenyans. When I was born and raised, I never knew I would one day become a politician. I never knew one time I'll become a leader. But my dad used to tell me, the way I see you, you might become a leader in the future because of how I was raised. I like things which are too straight, like I'd said. Any child who cannot live with their parents well, yani wanasema ile kichwa ngumu sana, they say give to Yvonne. She'll come back well.
Okay.
Because that is the way I was raised. So I got to leadership this year and hoping to talk about it later. I think I'm done with my introductory part. Thank you.
Oh.
That's a comprehensive one.
Comprehensive. I don't know where to start. But before we came here, at least I had a chat with a few people. At least some people know you. And most of them actually were saying Yvonne is a political gatekeeper to most of us. So I know for those guys who know you, they encouraged us actually to come and interview you today. And since you mentioned that you used to like the ideologies of the former or the prime minister, does it mean that you've changed how you used to? Okay, do you still like the ideologies or?
I don't like, I love the ideologies. I still love the ideologies. I was just saying the reason why I got into politics by then.
Okay.
I loved his ideologies. That made me to start liking politics.
Oh.
You know, yes.
Okay. I have this question for Mheshimiwa. In politics, more so nowadays, for women or ladies, it always requires someone to be tough in order to penya through. So what is this thing that keeps you going? The strength that keeps you going, that has made you until where you are.
What I can say, a leader is born. You are born with that, and I don't think someone can cope with things to do with politics if you are not born a leader. Politicians doesn't go far. Inaisha tu haraka. And when you are born a leader, there is this zeal which keeps you moving. You feel like someone is not doing it well, and if you get the opportunity to do it, you can do it much perfect.
Okay.
You find yourself that you can do it much better. And again, the fear, like you said, that women, it is really hard. It's true. It is not a walk in the park. It's really very hard. Some might take it like there is a way you reach there. Like most of people think that a woman cannot fight for something and get. There must be a way. For example, you wanted a job, there is something you did, or maybe, most of people think that for a woman to reach somewhere, there must be something she involved in herself, which was not right. But I thank God that mine was very much different. And I can say and authoritatively say that I joined this politics and became where I am because of my zeal and my determination. That is how it made me to reach here. I am a nominated MCA representing youths in Homa County.
Congratulations.
And the way I reached here, because when you hear people talk and say, these young girls, we know you how you get these things, And I say, if you don't know the story, you better just keep quiet. Because some of us, you are raised in a way that you have to work hard for something to get. Like me personally, I don't want to use some of us, or like me personally, I was raised in a way that I have to work hard for something to get. I have raised my child single-handedly for a long time, and we've reached here and I have been working hard for it. I can sit here and tell you that nobody has even sent me fare. Please come and see me. It has never happened to me. For me, it has never. It is the truth.
Okay.
Because I believe that when I need something and I work for it, hakuna mtu ataniwekeanga vikwazo.
Of course.
You will not be a slave to someone. I used to be a writer, not even a writer. I cannot even say a blogger. I like someone's politics.
Okay.
I liked the deputy governor, Homa Bay County now, called Honorable Excellency Joseph Ayugi Magwanga.
Yeah.
He happened to be my MP in Kabondo Kasipul. So how we got to know each other, when my dad, because I said I'm the last one, so I got to finish my primary level education when my dad had just retired. He was working in Kenya Power Kisii here. So being the last born, mimi nilimaliza primary kama kuna venye nitaenda high school. So it happened that he knew Ayugi Magwanga. So we came to his home very early in the morning, around 6. We used to come and we find him not around. So that time we came in the morning, very early in the morning. So when the gates were open, he was leaving, and then he said, I was in uniform.
Yeah.
I was called in Moi girls, but we don't have a way we can go to school. My dad cannot manage to take me to school. He's now a farmer. But the others had finished. And now being a polygamy home, and I'm the last one, the first house, you know. So I said, my dad just picked me. I was already in red uniform, Yadudi girls, you know. Then he asked, Nyathini in Luo, they say, Udwaro watchman, you know. And then it means, mlikuwa mnataka aje. So my dad said, Jatalo, as mkubwa, my daughter passed, and I'm not able to take her to school.
Okay.
And then Mheshimiwa said, you want to go to school? I said, yes, I want to go to school. And then he said, no, I want you to go to school until where you want to reach.
Wow.
And I will take care. We are not related in any way. We are not related, and that is the fact. He is not related. There is nothing my dad did to him, but he picked me. He loved people who love school. So when I joined high school, he took me through school and finished. And when I was now enrolling for a CS certified secretary in Summit School of Accounts, I also asked him, I want to continue. And he said, please continue. By the way, I'm enrolling for degree in international relations and diplomacy. And he said, please go to school if you want to go to school. So when I finished my CS diploma, and he was now getting to actively politics in 2017, looking for the governor. There are things we can point about him. That is not a person you can walk with if you are dirty. He cannot entertain you. You cannot be near him if you know you are like this. You're not a straight person. So I loved his kind of politics. He says this and he does it. So I just started writing as a way you like someone. Okay. Like you can just say, no, I like Yvonne. Let me just write things about Yvonne. And I came out too boldly and with much passion about his candidacy. So I could walk with him wherever he's going. I spent my own money. How I eat is mine. Everything. I can tell you, I walked with him through his political journey, and there is no day I ever asked him for any money. I was too lenient. If people are going to Rusinga, I am going. Where I will reach, I know. If people are going where he used to see me in everywhere, every place he was going to. So he saw my determination, and when I was given pulpit, he could see I can move. I can tell people what about him. I could sell him to people, and the truth is, people could say, you are selling what we know. Okay. You are selling a brand we understand, you know. And so he just said, no, the party has now brought us together. Now you know I'm going to be a deputy to Her Excellency.
Yes.
And it also happened that she's also a woman like me. And at least now we are going to have the first woman governor in Western region and Nyanza.
Nyanza region.
Becoming the first one, and also at early age. So he said, a little bit we were disturbed, but now we have to now support the cause. And because that time we were so much into Raila Odinga presidency, that was the main thing for us as a Luo community. You understand?
Yeah.
The Azimio. So we joined the team, and the same zeal I used to use when I was supporting the DG, the same zeal I was using to support now Her Excellency the Governor. And now it became too much because, he's a woman like me.
Yes.
We want to try now women leadership, how it can work out, And back then I used to criticize her so harshly. I was a very good criticizer of the governor of today.
Yeah.
Because now, I was supporting the other cause, and now when you're now brought together, you have to follow the cause.
Yeah.
So that is when he now said, let me give her a platform in politics. She's able to do something. She's only lacking a platform. Let me try her out. I didn't know. I knew they are going to be in office, but I knew I will be one day in the executive office. Maybe having a job in the executive office up there. I never knew I was going to be in nomination thing and be in the assembly.
Yeah, in the assembly.
I can tell you that my name was mentioned once. I never even followed if it's going well. It was mentioned on the table once, and God walked with me through that path. Until now, I can tell you even today that I'm still not sure unless someone calls me Mheshimiwa. Because I'm not used to it. So, yani bado nimezoea ile maisha ambayo nilikuwa nayo ya kawaida. Ya kwamba nimezoea hata mabeshte wananiambia Yvonne ni aje hata niko tu hapo tu na wao. Ni aje Yvonne Nyamumbo, And the way we talked with them, it has not come to terms with me that God helped me and graced me to walk this path that now can be called a honorable member. So that is how I reached there.
Since you mentioned honorable member. Now, let me ask you.
Yes.
You said in 2017, was it 2017 you supported Governor Kidero in Nairobi? 2013.
Yes.
Actually, he's a good guy. And also you supported, right now you are with the governor, the governor who competed with Yvonne Kidero. Okay, how was it for you now? Was it a challenge to work with the current governor? Yes, your former Nairobi governor was working with you.
Let me tell you, even back then, after supporting Kidero, by the way, I got a job through Jonathan Mweke, who recognized me by then.
The DG.
When I was leaving Nairobi to get to this job, I was working in a company owned by Jonathan Mweke, and Kidero also is one of the shareholders. So he was still my boss, Now we are coming down, and because of politics, anything can happen.
Yeah, that's true.
A day in politics is too long. So it never became a challenge, You decide and you stand with your stand.
Yes.
I am that kind of a person that if I say it is a no, we go with the no. I always say I will always remain on the other side. So long as I know that what I am doing is the right thing.
Okay.
So a little bit it became a change because someone has been paying you his salary.
Yes.
You've been working for him all along. You've been eating well in Nairobi and paying your rent. You have a house in Nairobi, and he's the one who has been paying you. And now you are coming back, and you have to tell people that unamupinga. And you understand in Luland kupinga mtu haifai uongea hata vizuri kwake. Most people will see like if you talk good about him, wewe ni kama wanakutana usiku, they are friends, but during the day they are not friends. It's what's becoming a challenge, but now the man who gave me life is here.
Okay.
Vis-a-vis the man who gave me a job. If I could have not gone to school, Kidero could have not given me a job.
All right.
And now this is a man who gave me life. A person who gave me life is a person who gave me education. That is Oyugi Mago. Now he has told me, go this way. We are in this way. And now the man who gave me a job is on this way. Now, you are deciding. You want to honor the voice of someone who gave you life and picked you from somewhere, or you want to honor someone who paid you because of supporting his candidacy in 2013.
I chose life.
So I decided to choose life.
All right.
The challenge was, I think in that kind of politics, the only challenge I had mwanzo the first month in our campaigns is, how do I start to want to tell people that now Her Excellency is good? Yet, 1 month ama 3 months ago nyuma, we were also saying no, huyu ndio mzuri huyu, you know. So it was challenging. Now you are together. You have to start talking well about that is politics. So a day in politics is too long that anything can happen. Unaweza tembea kwa njia pamoja na mko tu sawa and you are really looking ahead for something. And then something just comes and say, now, we are now turning. We are going this side. And you must be flexible.
To change.
And you just change.
Okay.
Some of us who decided not to be like this. Because in politics, everyone must have someone who really holds your hand.
Yes.
It's not necessarily that you have to have someone use you so that you get what you want. Like I've said, I thank God that this mind was too clean. And I'm also praying to God that I remain like that. Because I'd made a covenant with God that whatever I want to gain in life, it should not lead me to bed so that I get it. I must work hard for it to get it.
That's nice.
Maybe before just to confirm something, at least you've met Honorable Raila.
Yeah, I've met him.
Okay, from your own experience, you see, for us, we really love that guy. Now, from your own experience, who is Raila? Okay, as a person.
He's a good man. The first time I just sat where he was, kuna feeling tu ya kawoga, kabaridi tu. You feel like you don't sit well. You feel like, you know, you just feel like ukibet mabere, una venye hujakaa vizuri, and then some kind of fear. Ushaona ile baridi tu, lakini ni sweat na baridi. When you want to do a chemistry paper too, or you want to do a physics, you know, and hiyo venye mkono inakuanga na joto na baridi, unapanguza na baridi na rudi tu. So the first time I saw him, he laughs a lot. He's very friendly, and then there is a way he behaves, and he likes people around him.
Okay.
And he really also likes to talk to the young and tells you that, you know, if you do like this, it will not lead you somewhere. He likes also telling people how he began his journey. A little bit he must talk of something that, you know, there is a time this and this happened, but there is always a way out.
Okay.
And he says discipline and determination takes people far. And more so, discipline surpasses everything. It will make you reach somewhere, you know. So when I met him first time, I remember we went with I also have a friend. I'm honored to have good friends, honorable members. This is Honorable Dr. Yvonne.
Okay.
He's also a very good friend of mine. So she invited me, we go together. So that is the time I first saw him. You know, tulikuwa tunaona tu kwa TV. Now you're meeting this person. And now even the wife is very friendly. They move around giving you food. You can even not know this is that man who pulls crowd. He's supposed to be seated there. Now even the wife moves around. Are you okay? They serve you, you know.
Oh, they serve you themselves?
Yes, they're humble people.
Wow.
Yes.
Like that.
They're very good people. Even recently we also met them when we went for the induction as members of the County Assembly of Homa Bay in Mombasa. And so we hosted him for a dinner. And he eats well with people and he say, hi, Jodalawa, unade, kikchunyo chandre. He's saying, I know you don't know Luo.
What you said.
He's saying, watu wa nyumbani msikuwe na shaka, the journey still continues, you know. And this time you could see his face, you could realize there is also a pain the man has undergone. And you feel he has given all of his strength and energy to these people. And then you feel now then there are also a group of people who feel that he has not done enough. And when he sits down with you guys and gives you a story of the journey, you feel that if you are one of the people who used to say, even insult him as an old man, you'll come and say sorry. Most of us just talk because we have not interacted closely with him. And you could even dance. You just dance, you put Ohangala there and he dance with the people and he laughs. I love the way he laughs a lot and he just laughs and sit down and ask people, hey, unaona aje, you know, and he says, please go and work. I am able to tell you it is true that if a leader doesn't perform, it's not about Raila. It's the truth. We have many leaders who have performed, who are in ODM. Was Ojamong not in ODM? Was Kakamega governor not in ODM? There were people in ODM who really performed. So we came to realize when we were talking to him in Mombasa that it's about us. So he was cautioning us, please, we are far behind. When you go back home, please work. So that at least when people come to our homes, they can have something to say about us.
Yeah.
Yes. So he's a gentleman. Yeah.
Thank you. For me now, okay, I have, let's say, 2 questions, then I conclude from my side. Okay, politics and money go hand in hand. When did you make your first 1 million? I don't know. Possibly you're a millionaire. Possibly we don't.
It's not true.
Like a business for good.
Yeah. How did you make your first million?
No, I've not made my way.
Okay.
I used to do this supply of linens in hotels. I was working and had not reached $1 million. It's the truth. But I own some house in Nairobi. Aletu kidogo tu yenye nilijenga ile wakati huko Chokaya shamba ilikuwa chipa kidogo. So unapata simiti 5 unaweka. Unasongeza kidogo. Unapata, that is something I can say I have. I am not a millionaire. The first time I saw millions in my account is when I was sent money to go and buy my car. But I'm praying, God willing, I make millions through good deals.
All right.
Straight deals.
All right.
I always tell people, when you have your seed, that God blessed you to have a child, be good.
Yeah.
A virtue of being good is hard to people, but it's payable. It's an investment in the kingdom of God.
Wow.
Amen.
When you look, you get your riches through shoddy deals and bad deals, or through any other way people say are bad. You are punishing your generation. You are going to make your kids suffer because of your sins.
Yeah.
I have chosen that God to help me, that I be that mother who felt the pain of getting a child, raised a child, and now will not have another pain of seeing him in the streets looking for the job, yet he has gone to school because of my sins. Yes.
Okay, my before I wanted, yeah. What's your dream for the youths of Homa Bay?
That was my question.
You have taken Vicky's question. My dream. I know I don't know much, but I am teachable. I'm someone who can sit and be taught. I'm someone who listens. But the little I know is I want to see many youths get jobs. If one day they'll stand and say it's because of me, I'll feel proud. That when I got in, some hundreds never had something to do. But some 80 or some hundreds can now say, I am here because of so and so. We also want to introduce bills to the county assembly which are really going to help and change the lives of the youth. God willing. That is going to happen next year early when we get in. I don't want to discuss about the bill now because I'm putting it down and it's going to be a good thing.
Okay.
If it's approved, I know it's going to be approved, and the way Her Excellency is so having a passionate and the youths and how the youths can come up, is going to be approved and it's going to take place. And I think that, I don't want to say I think, I am sure that when I'll be going out of that office of representing youths, people will have something to say about my leadership. Yes.
A quick one.
Yes.
Black Urban TV is about youths, and we talk about modern life. As a member of County Assembly who represents the youth, currently, what can you say about current relationships among youths? What can you say about the impact of relationships? Like whatever we see in the news, are our youths having higher expectations in the relationship, or are our youths not hardworking, to an extent that they have to depend on other people. When they feel disappointed, someone gets stressed, someone might even go ahead and kill one another. What can you say about youths and relationships?
No, what I can, we're also different. I'm also a youth. I'm also expecting that one time you guys come for my wedding.
Yeah, we will be there. Make sure you invite us.
But I know you cannot get into something with much expectation. I know some people will say it's a hard way, but the truth, when you seek God about things, when you see red lights, why must you continue being there? Youths get into relationship with expectation that and puts everything. Why would you take a lady whom their parents refuse to take to school to continue? They refuse. They never saw the goodness in education. The parents never saw the goodness of education in their daughter. Then you kuja tu na kerere tu kidogo tu. And you say now because you are so much in love, you don't even have a child. Wacha tuseme ukweli, sisi kama Wajaluo, mtoto ndiye inaweza fanya pia ufanye kitu. Mkisha kuwa in a relationship mpaka mmeoana. Na sio kuoana tu, mmeoana mpaka mmeshaka. And now you have the kids in this place. It's advisable you can take someone to school, because now the education will even help your kids. But now someone is in Rombo University here, you are dating, and God has just blessed you with a salary of 35,000. And now you feel you are so much in love, the love which surpasses the love of your parents. You take someone to school and pay the fees. Then anamaliza hivi na anakutoroka, and you want to take sumu. You want to commit suicide because you've been dumb. I'm saying, I don't want to say that you guys, I don't want you to take your girlfriends to school. But let the parents do their duties. When she comes to your house, when you marry her, then pick from where they left. And they should leave it where you are supposed to. Hata ukianza, itakuwa inaonekana vizuri.
In other words, watu watafute lane yao.
Kila mtu ashike lane yake. Na usiingie kwa relationship with much expectation. With much expectation. Why don't you invest this so much in looking for money? And I was telling someone that right now, the list is in my list is a relationship. I want to make wealth. I want to make money.
All right.
Because I have a child.
Yes.
I don't want to die one day because death must come. There is someone whom I always listen to his teaching. It's called the late Dr. Mwambo, Pastor Mwambo. He says, "Nito towana to, tonitie." It means kukufa lazima tutakuwa tumekufa. Tutakufa. Lakini kwa ile safari tumekuwa nayo kama tukiwa wazima. Are you going to waste your energy onto women and spend onto women? Some even make their parents stay without food because of their girlfriends. And it's a curse. And people think that God will bless you in front here with money if you so much bless your girlfriend and forget about your parents. So I was telling someone, the list is now the relationship in my list. Its least priority is the relationship issue. I want to focus so much on building a life for the child, so that when I sleep one day, people will not come to chase him away from the things I made myself.
That's nice.
My last question on politics, then let me ask you, the first one is, the last question on politics is, at least you've worked with governor, the current governor. Do you think she can change Homa Bay?
I don't think. When I say I think, I am not sure.
All right.
So I don't always use that term.
All right.
When I believe on something, I believe.
All right. So you believe?
I have never done a mistake, even in dating.
All right.
I get into something believing in it.
Yes.
I am not thinking that Her Excellency will do the best. I believe.
Okay.
She will perform extremely good.
All right.
That if at all this issue yenye watu wanasema ati Ruto anaweza ongeza term, ikiongezwa mpaka kwa governors, Wanga will do a lot. She will do it much. I am telling you that
mwanaume anaweza kuwa mwizi sana mpaka asahau nyuma.
Okay.
The same way when they start to cheat, they go until they forget the family. But a woman can steal, but will have some empathy in her.
Okay.
She'll feel, hapana, watoto pia wako. That is the reason why in many African countries that women govern, even in the world, there is less corruption.
That is true.
Because there is this way God put leadership trait in women. That even if you want to be corrupt, kuna limit. Unlike men, they can do it and do it, you know. So for me, this government we are into, it's going to work for the best of everyone. It's going to make Homa Bay a home for everyone to live in. But as usual, kila serikali lazima ikuwe na position. Even now, she's doing a lot. She has done a lot in her first 60 days. In her first 100 days, governor has done a lot. But you must find someone who will always just, because that is the work. You know, the work of opposition is also a spirit.
Yeah.
It's a spirit that hata mtu akitengeneza tu barabara hivi vizuri, mwingine atakuja tu aseme hii bab kwa nini hawakunyorosha? You know, because the spirit of opposition lives in you, and you must oppose everything.
Okay.
People oppose things. But I'm saying, I'm telling our people, and mostly the young, because there's a lot of insult left and right. Number one, I'm telling our youths that you're just 28 today or 30 today. Like now, me, I know I'm maybe older than you, maybe with 2 years. But this is it. That you don't know what holds for your life tomorrow.
Yeah.
You don't know who you are going to associate with to get your job.
Sure.
You don't know which office you are going to knock. Like me, I used to criticize her. Today, I am knocking her office because I want the youth to get something. I have to go and deliberate with her.
Yes.
We sit on the table and we talk. If kama nilikuwa nampinga ile zaidi mpaka na matusi, sasa singeweza kukaa karibu na yeye. So, as we even criticize her, let us not bring insults. You don't know that tomorrow you will knock a door where that person will say, I am with somebody here, anatoka Homa Bay County, amekuja kutafuta kazi na atauliza ni nani, ati anaitwa Yvonne Beck. Hey, that lady is bad. She has been insulting you. You lose your star just like that.
Yeah.
Moderation.
Yeah, moderation. I just ask guys, but please let us give somebody a job. Let us give our time to deliver.
Yeah.
Being a leader is not easy. I have tried it miezi 3 kidogo. I am telling you, I am in all WhatsApp groups.
Inaitwa black tag.
I am in all there, and they really want you are their leader. I am telling you, being a youth leader is also hard, like being a governor. It's not like MCA in the village, because in the village you present like 15,000 in your ward, but now they know you are the one representing youth, and it is across Homa Bay County, all of it. Kila mtu, in fact, mpaka saa zingine nikiingia na ile gate,
Unatoka na
hii gate ingine, lazima nitafute gari ingine. Nitoke na, because they are there.
Yes.
Jatelo wadu wagi moro. They say, mkubwa tunataka kitu. So I always have to work with something in my car.
Okay.
Nazigeuza at least even 100 for lunch. You get in, you want to go and eat. You get into place they eat like this. Hizo bills zote ni zako. You know? So these are the things.
Bills zote ni zako.
Kama waligona mheshimiwa ameingia hiyo yote. You know? And that is the reason why I'm looking ahead of something that will make youths now get out of this.
Yeah.
They're not doing this because they want it. Life is hard out.
Yeah.
From morning to evening, and maybe you are a firstborn. You understand the kind of weight the firstborns carry. You are leaving home in the morning, you are coming in the evening, your mother even waits for 50 bob and you don't have it.
You don't have it, yeah.
We want to create a space that at least some youths, if not all, because you cannot do everything at the same time.
Yes.
people can smile. At the end of the term, we are going to be their leader. Yes. Please, Wycliffe will ask the last question. As I ask the last one, then you will encourage that youth there. You see, because of drought, most people are suffering. Kuna wale mayouths wenye saizi wanashangaa watakula nini jioni. So after tumeuliza hizo two questions, you will talk to those youths directly and encourage them. So Wiki uliza swali ya mwisho.
In fact, I don't have a question.
Okay.
I just want to commend Mheshimiwa. It's the first time I'm meeting you.
Thank you.
But you are an amazing person.
Thank you. Thank you.
In fact, if I was to give you a trait, I can say that you are an authentic leader.
Thank you.
Actually, Black Urban is about, we try to say that we are organic. We say exactly how things are.
Yes.
We are looking for those leaders who are original leaders. Those who don't look at someone and say, and act like that person, but we want you to have your own path. So my last question is, in regards to relationship, we've done some I think we've done some discussion, and we've also realized that right now 70% of modern relationship involves cheating, and we're saying that most people are encouraging us to get married. We want just to understand your own stand or your own view in regards to the cheating aspect of the modern relationship, and whether you can still encourage people to get married or not.
I think guys have a hard question. Number one, don't marry because your age mates married.
Okay.
Don't rush into marriage.
Yeah.
Take time. Marriage is a lifetime thing. Please take time. Biblically, by the way, I served in the pulpit for 12 years in church. So I am well equipped in the word also.
All right.
So I want to take you back concerning the issue of relationship into the Bible.
Yeah.
The Jewish women, the Hebrew ladies, could not just be married the way people marry now. When you had gotten a lady, the Bible says they could send spies to that place. They just appear in Rongo Kamagambo, and the man is from Oyugis, the lady is from Kamagambo. Or the man is from Kisumu, and the lady is here. They just come as spies to inquire much about this home. So if you find that 4 homes around them, you ask them, who msichana ya nani? Hii boma iko aje msichana ya nani? They could take time to do some inaitwa aje? Background check. That is Hebrew ladies. Even now, the Jewish guys.
Yes.
And if you find 4 people are saying, wasichana wa huyu jamaa hii boma si mzuri.
Wanakula mara.
Please, even if you love that person, they always leave. So they come, the messengers come back and tell, we have done our spying and we found that home. There was someone who was killed some time back kwa sababu ya ushirati. It means that spirit must always, you know. Now, the problem now with us, so and so has married na ni marika zangu. Sasa mimi pia nataka kuoa. You just live in Nairobi for 2 years and then the second year hii ushapata msichana pale and you marry. Then you come with your woman not knowing even the background of this lady. You even doesn't know the problem again, the reason why even now some women dominate their men. Because that was their life at home.
Yeah.
They could sit like this and their mother just direct the man the way they and dominates upon the man.
Yes.
And could just shout even to the husband. And now you have married that kind of a lady. And you want meetings after meetings waongea na bibi yako. Kumbe ni spirit imefuatana. Take time. Spy. What you wafanya is not bad to spy. Just know the person you want to engage. For the sake of marriage is not a relationship ya boyfriend and girlfriend. Decide once. Sasa ukibeba mzigo, utakuwa umebeba mzigo ile ambayo wewe unaelewa. But you don't rush.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Before sasa umalize kwa sababu hiyo ni if I leave that question may not be very fair to you. As you conclude, please tell us your dream after, let's say, the next election, utabaki kwa MCA, unataka aje. As you conclude, alafu sasa ongea na youths directly.
As I conclude, I will not dwell much about that.
Yes.
Because you know, watu wakijua the 48 rules of power. Watu wakijua mambo iko kwa akili yako. There are sometimes unabaki ya kwamba kuwe na mtu mmoja tu amejua mambo yako, that is your mother.
All right.
I always tell everyone that the most person who cannot sell you out
is your mother.
The most person who
will ever be there however much you love your girlfriend and give her all money? The only genuine person is a mother.
That is true.
Not even your father.
That is
Oh
It's
my
your mother.
God.
You can change a father,
a mother.
but you can never change a mother.
That is
Okay.
Who you suckle the breast, you can never change.
Wow. That's
So
it.
I don't want to say it. Like 3 years ago, I did a post in my timeline and I told guys, one time you will lock my offices as you want the bursaries so that I write for you, your kids to go to school. I said that like 2 years ago. I never knew today I would be in the office. I am going to do that for people. The same thing I am saying now. God-given life, I am going to be somewhere. Even more than this, as life moves us. Yvonne will be in some big offices. He will come back here and testify the works of the Lord.
We'll come back again
Yes,
and
we'll come
interview.
back again
We'll
and we'll
have-
say, this is where we sat. And we said,
treat
Yvonne
us,
Becky will be
treat us.
somewhere.
Yeah.
God-given life.
Thank you. Thank you. Team Kidero, make sure mna subscribe hapo, mna like.
Team Yvonne, Becky,
Make sure una subscribe na una follow.
yeah. Team Blackaban TV.
Yeah.
This is the greatest leader tumekuwa
An
na.
amazing
Thank
leader.
you.
It is the most inspiring discussion tumekuwa na.
In fact,
Tafuta
I think
tena.
this is the longest video we are going to have.
The longest and also the most inspiring.
We are so much grateful, Mesh. And if we invite you next time, please find time for us again.
Thank you. Pleasure is all mine. Thank you for inviting me and having a dialogue with all of us here.
Yeah.
I'm praying that next time when we come back again, we'll be having another thing also to smile about.
Yes.
About
you.
the youths and the things we've talked about here.
Thank
I
you.
would only just wish to tell the youths like me. There is no one who knew one day I will be where I am.
Yes.
Because we've just not had a good time to talk. But everyone must have a starting point.
Yes.
I have washed for people. It's not a story.
Yeah.
I have worked in a company as a cleaner and was just earning 15,000. I never chose what to do to bring money, except I have never slept with people to give me money. Because my child cannot eat people's money whom I've slept with. I refuse that. But I did jobs which people could not do if they have papers. But what I'm saying, the little you have is what God will use to make you reach somewhere. I never knew one day I'll be having a security who stands where I am as I do, as you see they are there. You know? But there is always a step. There is something you must start with.
Yes.
Do what is available for now, so long as it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
That is where God will exalt himself and you'll get yourself somewhere. If you are so much learned and you feel like you just want to get to an office where mahali umesoma,
All our jobs.
tutakaa tu tukiangaliana tu.
Tukingoja.
Lakini saa zingine ujui baba yako alikuwa wa fitina sana akiwa kazi. Akaribia watu wengine kazi sana. Sasa Mungu anachapa watoto wake. You never even know. Get a good relationship also with God.
Yeah.
It's important. It's not a must you go to church. I always tell people, it's about your relationship with God.
Yes.
It's not about parading yourself and carrying Bible to go to church. It's a relationship with God. At the end of the day, no one will be asked before God that which church were you going to. But you will be asked, how was your work while you were still alive in the world? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.